Welcome to Commanders Daily, everybody. I'm Bob Matthews. This is your one-stop shop for everything going on with the Burgundy and Gold. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and drop a comment at the bottom if you are so inclined. Think we might get some comments on this one today because we are talking alternate uniforms. The Commanders dropped the alternates for this year yesterday, and as first reported by Kevin Sheehan on the Team 980, Sheehan was dead on with it. It's the same thing that we have all been expecting, and that is that the Commanders will debut their alternate Super Bowl era uniforms this season. So here's the deal on it: you're going to see them. You're going to see these uniforms 3 times this year. The first time will be against the Seahawks. Second time against the Broncos. Third time will be Christmas Day against the Dallas Cowboys. You got to love that. These uniforms, all of the games will be at home. Interesting that all of them are going to be primetime games as well. So the entire nation is going to see this. And I got to tell you, if you've seen them yet, and just go and Google it, it's an absolute home run for the team. Here is how the team officially described them in a press release earlier yesterday. The white jersey is complemented by burgundy numbers outlined in gold on the front and back and shoulder pads, as well as burgundy letters outlined in gold on each player's nameplate and burgundy and gold stripes on the sleeves. Burgundy pants are accompanied by white and gold stripes, and white socks are enhanced by burgundy and gold striping. The helmet features the iconic gold face mask and striping patterns worn for all 3 Super Bowl wins with the addition of the current logo. What this means is you are going to get, with the exception of the logo, the exact same uniform that the then Redskins wore in each of their 4 Super Bowl appearances between 1982 and 1991. As for the early reviews on them, the early reviews are fantastic. Josh Harris and the ownership team, everybody that had anything to do with this, absolutely knocked it out of the park. There is not one detail they missed on. The only thing that's different about these is the fact that, the style of modern-day NFL game-worn jerseys. It's more of a compression garment, keeps the players from getting hurt as much, protects them a little bit more, but everybody that has seen it, and I haven't heard anybody yet say that it was one of those things that they're like, yeah, I think they kind of missed on it. The team actually has an opportunity to wear an alternate uniform a 4th time. We're not sure why they only said they're going to do this 3 times. Is it because they are saving their 4th opportunity for a possible home playoff game? That's possible. They also might be reserving one of the games to use the all-black uniforms that, they still do like. But a huge step up from, what they're going to wear most weeks. And again, remember that white and burgundy combination, jersey pants, is, again, what they wore both at home and in, as I said, all 4 of the Super Bowl appearances of the 1980s. So what, pray tell, happens next, you might ask? And that's a very good question. I think, and again, I know it doesn't take a really big reach to make this decision, but I think what they are setting the stage for is kind of a soft rebrand of the colors and the color schemes in the uniforms that I think will probably they'll go full-time with the white on burgundy, and then they'll also have burgundy on white as their road uniform. I think starting in 2026. May wait until 2027, but I think they want to do it as soon as possible. These new Super Bowl era jerseys will go on sale for the public starting in September, and I think depending on how the gear sales go, it's going to tell you a lot about when they're gonna go to it full time. But I do think they are going to go to it full time. I also think, I know there's been a lot of speculation about this, that gladiator type spear you saw Jaden Daniels wearing in the promotional pictures, and we've talked about this before. I think that is going to become the logo within the next few years. I think that's what Josh Harris wants to have in place, certainly by 2030 when they move into the new stadium, and probably way before that. This is a big deal. I think just looking at, the mock-ups that they have, seeing the guys that they chose to model the jerseys in them, I think is going to make a huge difference for fans this fall. You're going to feel, like you're watching that team that you grew up rooting for in the 70s and 80s and 90s. You're watching those, you're going to feel like you're watching those Redskins teams that were winning playoff games and winning Super Bowls. And that is exactly what they're going for. I think that what they would like to do when you combine winning, becoming a consistent winner with that, 1980s era color scheme, plus I think eventually the spear on the helmet, I think what they're trying to do is kind of make the nickname Commanders kind of irrelevant, kind of like the last thing that people think about. Now, obviously, there is a certain segment of the fan base that is not going to be happy until they get the logo and the nickname back, and that's just not going to happen. The Redskins logo is gone. The nickname Redskins is gone. That's just the way it is. What you're getting here and what they're attempting to do is make the best of what was a bad situation. And I think just seeing those colors on the field this year, especially considering the fact that this team is a team that could once again make a very deep playoff run, I think that's going to be a really, really powerful symbol out there on the field this year. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing it. I'll have to see if I can talk the fam into letting me get a new Jaden Daniels jersey with it. I would also be surprised, or I'm going to be interested to see if, and you've seen this before with different teams, if they let you do some sort of a jersey swap somewhere. Bring in your old Commanders jersey. You can trade it in for a new one. They'd probably win a lot of fans back if they do that. But they are trying, as I said, to tie the old into the new and bring people back into the tent. All right, finally, before we get out of here, got to open the mailbag once again. And again, thank you for all of the comments that everybody has been leaving in each episode. Let's see. I got WLS 1168 says he or she is enjoying the channel. I believe it's a he if I'm looking at the picture correctly. If not, I apologize. But talking about the logos and stuff, said while they're enjoying the channel, completely disagree with my statement about the old logo will only appear on quote-unquote vintage gear. What I meant was, gear that has already, come out. Just the old Redskins gear that if, hey, people want to wear it, nothing they can do it, the club can do about it. The logo doesn't clash with football team or possibly Blackfeet. That's the Native American that the logo was modeled after. I believe a creative marketing team can bring it back without using an inflammatory name. Keep the content coming. Some Terry news would be nice. And yeah, Cam needs some pie for that hole because he doesn't need to comment on RQB. WLS, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. I just, the logo, I just don't think it's coming back. I don't think they can do it. I would be interested if they bring out that gladiator-type spear, say in the next year or so, and then if somewhere down the road they switch that out for the spear on the side of the helmet from, say, the early 1970s, it would be a ballsy move, but maybe after 5 or 6 years down the road, who knows what kind of political capital the Harris Group might have. That remains to be seen. And as far as Terry news goes, nothing other than we know that the two sides are still talking, even though we don't know, and that we all know a deal is going to get done. And I wouldn't sweat that. All right, we got to get out of here. Thanks again for watching. As always, hit that like and subscribe button. Drop us a couple of comments. And like the wise man once said, if you're out on your bike tonight, as always, do wear white.